All right, check. You guys should have me okay. Wow. Today we've got some breaking news. I'm just getting everything set up. It's very fortunate, very fortunate today that I had. I've been dealing with a, a torn torn muscle in my lower back, and uh, I just happened to be home when all this happened. So we've got breaking news. The breaking news, I'll go ahead and share it with you all. Lynette Preston is suing Jeremy Hales, George, uh, uh, Terrence Graves, Larry Foreman, the DUI guy. Terrence Graves is Tat Greaves. He posts on the groups, he like the Shady Bunch and the fake What the Hells. So she's pretty much trying to silence people, and I'm gonna pull up some of the stuff right now. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna share my screen here. Boom. So I cannot get over this. This is an attempt to silence. I see you, Max Lab, Heather. I was on the phone talking with a group of people. Heather was in there when this news came breaking. Let's see. Can I zoom in on this? Let's see. Control plus. Hold on. I might have to download this. Let me download it because this is crazy. This brings up everything. Like, I'm talking everything that's been happening. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is crazy. So everyone, I know you guys probably all thought it was John getting out of jail because he is out of jail now. But no, that is not the breaking news. She is suing everybody. This is just an attack on the First Amendment. So, okay. So this is, here we go. It's civil circuit. So it's a civil case. The party is Michelle Preston. She's the plaintiff. Scott Stark, who is her attorney. This lists him as a plaintiff. Not, I think that might be wrong. I think he's representing her in the federal case. But I think I don't think he's actually suing. I think he's the attorney. And then defendants. So she's suing Larry, the DUI guy. She's suing Terrence Greaves. She's suing George and Jeremy Hales. And here, look who the judge is. Judge Craig Constantine DeThomasis. Grudge judge himself is right now listed as the judge. Now, this is just crap. This is crap legislation. None of these people have done anything to her. So let's see if we can see. So she asked for an attorney appointed for indigent status. A complaint for injunction and damages. So she's just trying to silence these people. Like Terrence Greaves and Larry Foreman, the DUI guy, they've just done videos about her. She's trying to silence them. Now, Florida does have an anti-SLAPP law, meaning you can't do legislation or court cases, any of that stuff to silence people. Florida. So Heather Marion did put it in the chat. Florida has 2 anti-SLAPP laws. So this is illegal. This is absolutely illegal. She can't do this. Good luck to her. She's not going to get nothing. Yeah, this is... Now, here's what's interesting. These 5 people that she's suing? So, let's see. We got, 4 people that she's suing. They can sue her now. They can turn back around and say, this is frivolous. We're going to countersue. It's going to get thrown out. Yeah, it will. But the first thing that these should do is Jeremy should absolutely do a motion and say, Judge DeThomasis, we've already had him removed from one case. He's clearly biased. Notice of motion to disqualify. Motion to disqualify. So yeah, I cannot believe. Scott Stark. I can't believe he signed on to this. And I'm sorry that if you have a hard time reading it, because it right now says he's a plaintiff. If he signed on to this, wow, that is just the DUI guy will eat her for lunch. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to edit the description of this, and I'm going to make sure I tag him, DUI guy plus, I believe, is his thing. So there we go. So there, I've updated the description so that he's in it. This is crazy, folks. This is she is using the courts right now to silence people. She's trying to deny people. So she filed this 8/12. So she's using the courts just to silence people, to deny them their First Amendment rights. She's also been on the Marion County Facebook pages looking for a place to live. Selling the property would be smart. Selling the property, getting away from Jeremy would absolutely be smart. If I were her, I would absolutely do that. I thought DeSantis was pulled from being a judge. So I don't know if he was pulled. I haven't watched through all of Megan's stream, so I don't know if my understanding is he's still a judge. He was just pulled off of cases. That's my understanding. I could be wrong. I have been wrong in the past. I could be wrong this time. But this is crazy. This is she needs to undergo an immediate psych evaluation. And I was actually gonna do a live today anyway over the child, over Harley Grace, because we have seen. I have contacted the Attorney General. I've contacted the governor. I've contacted the Tampa FBI office. I've contacted the DOJ. We need to flood the calls of the Attorney General. Honestly, in fact, let me look that up. Because here, let me move this over here. Because this child is in danger. We saw that, like, the cop even was like, do not put that kid in a room alone. So I'm going to get the number here for the Florida Attorney General. We gotta flood their lines, folks. We're going to have to call and say, we have seen these videos. This child is being abused. I was going to do that already today. This is breaking news. This is crazy. What, she didn't go after Megan Fox? She probably just didn't even think of it. Megan Fox or Tug. How stupid are you to sue an attorney with a frivolous lawsuit? Oh my God. Just removed the first Levy case Jeremy's working on, getting him removed from the bench. Okay, yeah. So he's not yet removed from the bench. He'll be removed from this case. Like, Jeremy can absolutely do a motion, be like, yeah, no, you can't decide this case. She's now, this is judge shopping. This is case shopping. This is just abuse of our judicial system. Why is Harley still with her? It's crazy. Mike, call the Attorney General on live. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let me pull this up. I'm looking right now. So, Office of the Attorney General. I'm going to pull it up here. That's the wrong. See, you got to go. Sometimes you got to go through all of these, like, crappy. Oh, it's My Florida Legal. Okay, myfloridalegal.com. Okay. So I am going to call right now. So I do have to, because I'm in California and they're in Florida, I do have to let them know that I am live on the air. Let's see. STA. So the number, if you guys want to call, the number is 1-866-9-NO-SCAM. And that comes out to 866-966-7226. But here, I'll share this one with you. So let me remove source. Boom. So this way you can, there we go. Okay, so there's the number I'm calling right now. So you guys.
Thank you for calling the Office of Attorney General Ashley Moody, Citizen Services. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes. To continue in English, please press 1. Para information en el español, apriete el número 2. If you are filing a price gouging complaint regarding gas, please press 1. To file a price gouging complaint regarding water or ice, please press 2. To file a price gouging complaint regarding hotel, motel, or other lodging, please press 3. To file a price gouging complaint regarding all other services, please press 4. To file a general consumer complaint, please press 5. To repeat these options, please press 9.
This is all for consumer stuff. So this is for consumer. Let me go back here. So that's all for consumer. Here, Florida. BCF complaint. How to file a complaint. Medicaid billing fraud. See, you gotta wade through all this crap. File complaints. This looks more like what we're looking for. Okay. Report suspected or neglect to the state abuse hotline. No, that's not what we want. File a complaint. Okay. Now this is to report child abuse. Office of Citizen Service. Can we again? Oh, here, we'll call the Office of Citizen Services. That's who we'll call. So this is 850-414-3990. So
if this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes. To continue in English, please press 1. If you are filing a price gouging complaint regarding gas, please press 1. To file a price gouging complaint regarding water or ice, please press 2. To file a price gouging complaint regarding hotel, motel, or other lodging, please press 3. To file a price gouging complaint regarding all other services, please press 4. To file a general consumer complaint, please press 5. To repeat these options, please press 9.
And they hung up on me. There you go. That's your Office of Citizen Services hanging up on people to make a complaint. This is, some of you may be getting frustrated. This is how government operates. This is nothing new. I've dealt with this on many different things. Okay, this is to make a general complaint. So I'll just call the child line, the abuse line, 800-962 2873.
This is the Department of Children and Families, Florida Abuse Hotline. Please select one of the following languages. Press 1 for English. Press 2. Did you know we have an option to report concerns online at myslfamilies.com/abuse. To better assist you, we've updated our online reporting form with an option to be notified if an online report was accepted for investigation. If you would like to proceed by phone, please press 1. If you would like... If this is an emergency, please hang up and call 911. Anyone making a report who is acting in good faith is immune from any liability. However, someone who knowingly or willfully makes a false report
We know.
is guilty.
We've seen the video. We know there's lice. We know there's
All calls made
fleas.
to the hotline are recorded. The identity of the person reporting is confidential. Listen carefully to these options. If this is a call to report that a child may be abused, neglected, or abandoned, please press 1. If this is a call to report that a vulnerable adult may be abused, neglected, or exploited, please press 2. If you need to verify the name of a child or adult protective investigator, or if you need resources in your community, please press 3. The hotline cannot provide information on an investigation. You need to contact a local DCF office. To return to the previous menu, press 8.
We're just pressing 1.
Currently, we are experiencing higher than normal wait times. Please continue to hold.
I
and
can
the
stay
next
on
available
there.
Agent will assist you.
I
If
can.
you prefer,
Walking
you also
around
have the option to
hurts
make
my
a
back,
report
so
online
I'm taking the day off because
myslfamilies.com
I'm waiting for my
/abuse.
meds to kick in.
The online reporting form has an option for you to be notified if an online report was accepted for investigation. Once again, that website is myslfamilies.com /abuse. You may remain on the line for the next available agent or press 1 to set up a callback when an agent becomes available.
I'll wait. I can wait all day. Yeah, Maureen. Yeah, she says this woman Lynette is falling down the rabbit hole, and we can't allow this child to fall with her. She is such a horrible mother. I agree. I'm not doing this because she's a horrible mother. I'm doing this because the child has lice and fleas, and also because they've abused Lloyd. The image law is simple. You can't use image as a name promotion product. Yep. They're not TAT DUI guy. They're not selling a product. That's what Super Dave was doing. Stupid Dave. Yeah, Kim. It's crazy today. Sorry if I've missed any of your questions. Please put them back in so I can catch them. There's a lot of comments today. We got 126 people here watching. Thank you, everyone. Please hit the like, share, subscribe.
Thank you for holding. All of our agents are currently assisting other callers. Did you know we have an option to report concerns online? To better assist you, we updated our online reporting form with an option to be notified.
If anyone else wants to call and make a complaint, this number is 800-962-2873. Here, I'll share the screen. If we flood their calls, it's right here. 1-800-962-2873. The child has lice and fleas and is getting bitten. Now, I would imagine that there's an ongoing case because they were there the other day, but they haven't been doing anything. How many times does DCF need to show up to that property before they will do something? So we need to make sure that they all know that we are watching. In fact, before I get off a stream, I am going to do a petition. And and I if everyone would please go sign that petition. I'll do it on the air here. And yeah, we are not going to stand for this child being abused any longer.
Online. To better assist you, we updated our online reporting form with an option to be notified if an online report is accepted for investigation. Once again, that website is myslfamily.com/abuse.
It's ridiculous. And I also put out a short this morning. If anyone has comms with Lloyd, I've talked with both Brett Granger and Travis. We need to get, because I believe Lloyd is up in Massachusetts. If anyone's up there, we need to get him a service officer because he is not getting enough in disability. And what I was saying was, he admits he's got hearing loss and he's fallen over. Well, hearing loss causes you to have tinnitus. That's ringing in the ears. Ringing in the ears causes you to have vertigo. So it likely is the cause of his fall. So he needs to put in a claim for all these. And if he puts a claim in for all these, he'll start getting more disability money. And we need to help. We need to help Lloyd. And if anyone has comms with Lloyd, you can message me or email me, and I'll happily talk with Lloyd one-on-one. And I'm sure Lloyd knows this, but you're too close to the situation. You don't think about it. I'll let this keep going. But yeah, she is suing. She is suing Jeremy, George, Tat Greaves, and the DUI guy just to shut them up. She just doesn't like that they're doing videos. Well, she could do her own videos. The problem is when she talks, when she makes her public comments, she breaks the law. She lies. Like what they're posting is the truth as they know it or parody. And you're allowed to do both. So this is her abusing the court system. And in the meantime, she's accusing everyone else of abusing things like DCF. But no, who's the person that has actually abused DCF? Her. She's the one who's abused it. I wouldn't let my cats crap on their property. No, I've got screenshots of her saying that she's never done anything to the Hudsons, and she has no problem with the Hudsons, but yet they call the sheriff and say the Hudsons are throwing shit onto their property. Okay. But I don't talk about Lynette and John. I really don't. But this is breaking news. This is abuse of the court system. And as you guys know, on this channel, we talk about harassment and corruption. And there's corruption. She's abusing the court system. The court system is corrupt. And DCF has not taken away that child. That tells me there's corruption in DCF. That's why I'm doing today's stream. It's not an attack on Lynette and John at all. Deuce Foreskin. He gets mad for being called Deuce Foreskin. Guess what, dude? People can call you that. He's like, that's defamation. No, it's not. Shut up. You're a lawyer. You know that. Yep. Crook was released from jail last night. She doesn't like the truth. Yep. Oh, tons of fake identities. Identity fraud. Why her daughter hasn't sued her for identity fraud, I don't know. Hey, Star. It's not even going to know what hit her when DUI gets a hold of her. Yeah. Almost mentioned to Lloyd to file for Agent Orange benefits. I didn't think about Agent Orange. See, there's things I don't think about. That falls under the PACT Act. Let's see. We have been on for 9 minutes, been on hold. They're not going to like when I tell them I'm live streaming this. They're not going to like it at all. But again, you've had how many chances now? As an agency, you've had chances to ensure that this child is safe. And every time we see a new video or we get new information about that property, it's just bad for this child. Lloyd was trying to accuse Lloyd of SA on the little girl. Yeah, that's what she does. she's got a diagnosis of Munchausen by proxy, and it's DCF. They should know about this, but instead the court wants to play games and keep sealing things that shouldn't be sealed. Lynette lied about her name for court cases. I believe that. Her first name is Lacey. That's her stripper name. Now up to the stage, we've got Lacey. When was the last time the hospital visit? So we know the child was at the hospital when the hurricane came through. I think, was that May? Was that May when the hurricane came through? We know that they were at the hospital because she complained about having to drive home through the hurricane. Well, it's like, you could have just stayed in the waiting room of the friggin' hospital. But yeah, we do know the child was seen then, but has the child been seen about lice and fleas? You realize fleas spreads the hantavirus. Fleas spread the bubonic plague. Like, are we kidding here? And we know for a fact there were fleas because they were in Lloyd's trailer. Deanna and George had to do a bug bomb. Sue me. Here's the thing. This is where anti-SLAPP laws come into play. She needs to be sanctioned now because she's doing these things to silence people. So anti-SLAPP is to silence people who are abusing the court system, trying to silence people. In fact, here. So has everyone got the number of the Attorney General here? 1-800-962-2873. Call them. You can also do the online reports. That's what we have to do at this point. We just have to. They need to know that everyone is watching. So I'm going to post this one. Yeah, that last judge can't get involved. He's biased. The suit is an act of desperation. She sees everything falling apart. Yep. Her channel could be called Lifestyle. Okay, so pulling up the Florida law on anti-SLAPP. Strategic lawsuits against public participation prohibited. The intent of the legislator is to protect the right in Florida to exercise the right of free speech in connection with public issues and the rights to peaceably assemble. Instruct representatives and petition for redress of grievances before various government entities of the state constitution. It is the public policy of this state that a person or governmental entity not engage in SLAPP suits because such actions are inconsistent with the right of persons to exercise each constitutional right of free speech in connection with public issues. Therefore, legislature finds and declares that prohibiting such lawsuits as herein described will preserve this fundamental state policy, preserve the constitutional rights of persons in Florida, and assure the continuation of representative government in this case. It is the intent of the legislature that such lawsuits be expeditiously disposed of by the courts. As used in this section, free speech in connection with public issues means any written or oral statement that is protected under applicable law and is made therefore before a government entity in connection with an issue under consideration or review by a governmental entity, or is made in connection with a play, movie, television program, radio broadcast, audiovisual work, book, magazine, article, musical work, news report, and other similar work. So Tat's music videos fall under this. DUI guys' videos fall under this. Jeremy and George's videos fall under this. This is highly illegal. Highly illegal. There's still Hashtag save Harley. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Everyone, retweet, share this. Hashtag save Harley. A person or state entity in this state may not file or cause to be filed through its employees or agents. Now, here's the thing. Scott Stark, the attorney, is listed as a plaintiff. Scott Reed Stark. This should go against his license if he was actually the one filing this. May not file or cause to be filed through its employees or agents any lawsuit, cause of action, claim, cross-claim, or counterclaim against another person or entity without merit, and primarily because such person or entity has exercised the constitutional right of free speech in connection with a public issue or right to peaceably assemble, to instruct representatives of government, or to petition for redress of grievances before the various governmental agencies of the state. What I'm doing right now. This lawsuit's illegal. A person or entity sued by a governmental entity or another person in violation of this section has a right to expeditious resolution of a claim that the suit is in violation of this section. A person or entity may move the court for an order dismissing the action or granting final judgment in favor of that person or entity. The person or entity might file a motion for summary judgment together with supplemental affidavits seeking a determination that the claimant's or government's entity lawsuit has been brought in violation of this section. The claimant or governmental entity shall thereafter file response and supplemental affidavits. As soon as practicable, the court shall set a hearing on the motion, which shall be held at the earliest possible time after the filing of the claimant or government entity's response. The court may award, subject to the limitations in 768.28, the party sued by the government entity actual damages arising from a government entity's violation of this section. The court shall award the prevailing party reasonable attorney's fees and costs incurred with connection with a claim that an action was filed in violation of this section. I would absolutely, if I was any of these guys, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't share that with you guys. So this is the actual law. My apologies. I would absolutely be filing today and countersuing today and asking for damages from attorney Scott Stark and Michelle. Oh, it's filed as Michelle Preston. That's all. I would be calling right now if I were any of these four people and be like, oh, that's illegal. That's not her legal name. This is she's identity theft. I would be calling the sheriff right now and saying that is not her legal name. This is all illegal. ROR does not mean you can do anything you like as the charges are still open. That's true. I just don't know what Florida limitations are on John as he's released on his own recognizance. I don't know. Every state has its own laws. I'm not 100% on Florida's for that. For ones that want to know, yes, Wes is going back down to Levy on the 26th to submit sworn statement and review evidence for John Cook to get Cook convicted. Wes said on video last night. Yep. Scott isn't YouTube creator, but has 2 empty channels. It doesn't matter. He's the plaintiff in this lawsuit as of right now. It does not have him listed as the attorney. It has him listed as co-plaintiff. Levy County wants the charges dropped. Oh, absolutely. And okay. So there is a gentleman. He's running for Levy County. Hold on, I'll change this thing. He's running for Levy County Sheriff. Bobby McCallum is the current. Britton Drew. So this is. So Madam Mayor. Hold on, I gotta undo this. Remove source. Now I gotta do this. Nope. Wrong one. Boom. Facebook. Boom. So this is the gentleman running against Sheriff McCallum. Oh, here I gotta close that out. He's running, and you saw Madam Mayor wearing his shirt. I've offered him a chance to come on the show. If he agrees to come on the show, I also have to offer Sheriff McCallum a chance to come on the show. I will. Here's the thing: if they both want to come on at different points or together, I'll happily have them on. But this is who Madam Mayor is supporting. So, I would. Let's see. Does he? What his campaign has? I am not endorsing any candidate for this race. I'm just showing what's currently going. So there is a contested race. I wonder if there's a contested race for the DA. Let's take a look. Levy County District Attorney candidates. Let's see. I'll share this with you so you guys can look with me. So, okay, Circuit Court and Comptroller School Board. There's the sheriff. So there's Britton Drew right there. There's Bobby McCallum. Property Appraisal, Superintendent of Schools, Supervisor of Elections, County District Commissioner. Oh, look who we got there. Russ the Sauce, his family member. So I am not seeing anyone running for district attorney. So, interesting. We have now been on hold 21 minutes, folks. 21 minutes, and we're going to keep, we are going to get this through. We are going to report child abuse and elder abuse. Because apparently they just don't want to do anything, and now they're letting her abuse the court system. This should be in national news. Yes, it should. Actually, here, while we are doing this, we will. Here we go. Change.org. Okay, start your petition. Okay. Local. Okay. Levy County, Florida. There we go. Boom. We'll use their AI. Petition to help save child in Levy. Cat's doing weird stuff. Look at this. Look at this psycho. In Levy County, who is in a dangerous and abusive situation. The most current update is the child has lice and flea exposure. Several videos were recently posted showing Levy County Deputy Gregory was his name, right? As a witness to this abuse. In the video, Deputy Gregory had to verbally remand Harley Grace's guardian to not to not isolate the child in a locked trailer. Additionally, in the video and Deputy Gregory's presence, I can't spell. The state of the property was filthy, and as an advocate for veterans, and I have seen abusive nations myself and empathize with because if we're all doing this stuff, if everybody calls to DCF and says we need to save Harley Grace, they will realize that we are watching. That this is not okay. Okay. As an advocate for veterans, I've witnessed situations of abuse myself and its devastating effects. This has moved me deeply and pushed me to speak up for Harley Grace, a child in Levy County, Florida, who is enduring dangerous and abusive circumstances. Harley's plight includes, but is not limited to, lice and flea exposure, a reflection of neglect she is dealing with daily. Her most recently, several videos. I'm gonna turn this down. Most recently, several videos surfacing showing Levy County Deputy Gregory as a witness to the abuses Harley bears. These documented occurrences exhibit the urgent necessity for direct intervention. One of such recordings shows Deputy Gregory having to verbally intervene when Harley Grace's guardian attempted to isolate her in a locked trailer. This is nothing short of unconscionable. We must act. From the same video, Deputy Gregory also noted the deplorable state of the property Harley lives in, extending the evidence of the inadequate living conditions she is subject to. A child's well-being must always be top priority, and such appalling care cannot be overlooked. We call for immediate, rigorous actions from the Levy County Child Protective Services in their duty to protect innocent lives like Harley's from the abuse they suffer. In addition, we urge the legal system to hold Deputy Gregory accountable for the dire conditions he witnessed, prompting him to take the necessary actions his position and authority mandate. Implementation of such measures are not simply moral but legal obligations. Sign this petition to demand intervention that would ensure Harley Grace's safety and work towards placing her in a safe, loving environment. Together, let's raise our voices to safeguard Harley's future. Stand with us to make the difference in a child's life. I like that. I have no issues with that at all. Okay, it's asking for a video, so let me see if I can find a picture. Can someone on Facebook DM me a picture of Harley Grace? Did I hear right? Is Deuce Testicle? Is he in the chat? Deuce Foreskin? Sorry. He's in the chat? That is hilarious. Hey, Bruce, if you want to come on, I will send me a DM on Facebook. I'll send you the link right now. You can come on this show live and we can talk about all this. But Corporal. Well, I just put Deputy Corporal Gregory. Yeah, I get it. But can someone DM me a picture of Harley Grace? I don't have one. I don't. I'm not in the market of taking people's pictures of their kids. Or actually, here, what I'll do is I'll do child abuse. I'll just take an image I'll save image. Boom. There we go. We'll just add it here. I don't want a picture of Michelle. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Scott. Let me download this one. Boom. Download. Boom. Where did that go? Did that go into downloads? Downloads. Boom. Boom. I'm going to turn this off so you guys can't see my password.
Thank you for holding. All of our agents are currently assisting other callers. Did you know we have an option to report new threats online? To better assist you, we updated our online reporting form with an option to be notified if an online report was accepted for investigation. Once again, that website is myslfamilies.com.
Okay, now it is up. I'm copying. I'm going to go into boom, boom, boom. Okay, I am going to go into the various groups. So Florida Creek open discussions. We're going to paste. Come on, let me paste it. Come on. Paste. So we're going to put that there. Let's go into the fake group. We'll post it in here. I think that phone is permanently shut off. Bruce, come on. Bruce, you got a problem with what I'm saying? Why not ask Larry to have me join? Yeah, you just want to go, Bruce. You just want to go on big platforms and just you're trying to promote yourself. We know what you're doing. Come on this show if you want. Send me a thing. I'm not hiding. I'm on Facebook, Mike Arthur. Yeah, we can absolutely discuss all this, Bruce. Here, I'm going to put this in the Veteran Nation group as well. So, okay, I'm done sharing. Here, I'll share this to the Twitter. There we go. So it's on Twitter. Boom. And we got people watching on Twitter. I did see. We got almost 400 people watching. Most of you guys are on YouTube, so thank you. We got some people on Facebook, some people on Twitter. Okay, so this is what the petition looks like right now. And this is here's the thing. This is our First Amendment right to do this petition. So right now we've got 0 supporters. 5 will be our next goal. But here, let's if you guys would all just go sign right now. We've got 400 people in here. Share this stream. Share the petition. Sign this petition. Brucey doesn't think Judge Grudge was recused because of bias. He has no idea. Oh, the second, that one paragraph said it was clear bias. The appeals court said that. So Bruce can disagree. See, I was asked, should Bruce be kicked out of the chat? I am not about that. As long as you're not attacking people, he can come in here and debate all he wants. In fact, Bruce, I'm offering you, come on the show. Come on the show. Let's see how many people we got that signed. Is this? Are you guys able to see it okay? Is it up? Because it's not showing anyone signing. Oh, that's... No, that's... Whenever I sneeze, it hurts my back. Yeah, Bruce doesn't want us. Send him the link. Don't be scared. I'll try. Here, hold on here. Bruce Matzkin? Bruce Matzkin? I'll send it to him. Where's he at here? Is he deputy chief? No, that's criminal investigator. No, that's... Hold on here. Attorney... How do I spell his last name? Is it Matzkin? Matzkin. Okay. Matz. That's not him. I am not seeing his page. Okay, I gotcha. Hold on, Bruce. I gotcha. Hold on, Bruce. I gotcha. There we go. I sent him the link, folks. So if he wants to come on, he can come on. So he has the link. And here's the other thing. Because I'm doing this through Restream, he can actually put this on his channel too. So there we go, Bruce. The server is misbehaving is what it's telling me. Okay. So we got, okay, people are starting to sign it. $415 people in here. Everyone, please like, share, subscribe. We're gonna keep on this. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and check email. Okay, I'll check my email. Where is it? I'm pulling up my email because Bruce wants me to pull it up. Please post the link here. The link to the petition, that I can do. Boom. So there we go. Okay. Okay. Bruce wants the link this way. That's fine. That's fine. Is he even an attorney? What a joke. Well, he is an attorney. He is an attorney. He's not licensed in the state of Florida. We do know that. Tell Bruce I need my box of grid squares ASAP. I've sent Bruce the link. DCF, Florida DCF, 40 minutes. 40 minutes we've been waiting. Child neglect, you know what that means. You are willing to state that Lynette Preston is doing that to Harley, yes or no? No excuses. Answer with yes or no. Nah, he's a lawyer. He's gonna be slippery and slimy. Travis wants to buy Lloyd a fifth wheel to give it to another vet. Okay. Here's the thing. If that's what he wants to do, you know, we'll be able to do that. Okay, we have Bruce. Everybody, let's welcome attorney Bruce Matzkin to the show. Welcome, Bruce.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you. Oh, hold on here. Hold on. Let me. I got a feeling it's me.
Can you hear me? It says I could see the indication that my voice is registering.
Okay, I do have you now. I had my headphones plugged in, didn't realize it.
All right, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, good morning.
Good morning. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Say whatever you want to say.
Well, I be happy to answer some questions, but this is not a anti-SLAPP. It's a specific, discrete lawsuit based on a statute and the very narrow issue of the use of the name, image, likeness of and voice in thumbnails and videos. So that's what it is.
Let me ask you this: Is Scott Stark? Is he the filing attorney or is he a plaintiff? Because right now he's listed as plaintiff.
Yeah, I think that's just an error in the clerk's office. He's the
Okay.
Plaintiff's attorney. He is not a party.
Okay. And so with that, you're claiming that, or at least Scott is claiming that Lynette's picture is being used to make money.
Well, the claim is that the name, image, and likeness is used for the commercial purposes of promoting the videos.
Okay. And so pretty much you're saying that money is the basis of it because it's commercial, correct?
Well, yeah, it's a claim for damages under the
Okay.
statute, and the statute recognizes different categories of recoverable damages, such as royalties, punitive damages, and so forth.
And I should
if you
have
look,
asked.
Your name is Mike, right?
Yes.
So if you look, Mike, at like the thumbnails and the viewer numbers, you'll see that the thumbnails on all the channels using Miss Preston's photo have much higher viewers than the ones without.
Yeah, but that doesn't really, just because it's got higher viewers doesn't really mean anything.
No, that's that's a fact that supports our theory that the image is used in order to increase viewership.
So let me ask you this: Are you actually Lynette Preston's attorney?
I am engaged counsel, and right from the beginning, everybody gets hung up on not a Florida licensed lawyer. I've from the beginning
True.
have made clear I am not a litigation counsel. I'm not going to be appearing in court. Why? Well, because I'm not a Florida
You're not
licensed
representing
attorney.
her in a Florida court.
Correct, but I am engaged counsel, and lawyers can provide many types of legal services and consultations, and be a lawyer for someone without having a license and appearing in a particular state's litigation.
So you have, and I'm a journalist, so I do have to ask these questions. So you have a signed contract with Miss Preston.
I don't need to get into that. I'm engaged counsel, and let me say I appreciate that you're having me on. You're the first one who, and let's face it, I mean yourself as well as the other handful of YouTubers are all really taking the side of Hales without question and only presenting his storylines. And I have attempted to ask, I've asked Tug and Megan Fox and others to have me on, MG Law to have me on, so I can just give the other side. And each time I get blocked out of the chat, and nobody's had me on. They just want to continue.
As long as
my
you don't.
theory, Mike, my theory, Mike, is that because they're not allowed to by who. They
As long as you don't
be on the
attack
gravy
somebody.
train.
As long as you don't attack somebody, I have no problem with you coming on, because again,
I appreciate
I
that.
do want to ask these questions. But there's a reason why I'm asking if you have a signed contract with her, because there's a lot of people out there claiming to be her attorney, and have been in the past. But when it comes down to, when it really comes push come to shove, they're not actually legal representation. And that when it comes to people, if you're going to represent legally, they're as you know, there are consequences and responsibilities.
Yes.
So that's why I'm asking that question. And you don't have to, if you don't want to answer on air that question, I totally get it. If you'd rather answer off air, I totally get that as well.
Okay, but I mean, let me answer it this way. I am a legally engaged counsel. I can say to someone like yourself, I am her legal representative and I have authority to speak as such. For example, if hypothetically, if there were litigation against you, I can then contact you and say, hey, would you like to discuss it and see if we can resolve it on her behalf? That I can do. I know you're hung up on a signed piece of paper. Yes, there is, quite frankly. I am engaged counsel.
Okay. No, that's fair. And that's why I want, for instance, I've said publicly on this stream, on other streams, I don't talk about John and Lynette primarily until the audience, if they ask me about it. I try to stay focused on the legal stuff. I try to stay focused on the issues with the government, because Veteran Nation, we fight harassment and corruption. I really do see Levy County as a corrupt entity. I can give many different examples of why I believe that, and we're going to, keep highlighting it. I am not taking, even though I've showed who was running for the various offices, I'm not taking one political candidate side over another. So, good. How do you see this case?
Well, I think it's a very straightforward case, Mike, and it's a very discreet, narrow claim under the statute, and it's not nearly as involved, and it doesn't raise nearly the types and number of issues as exist and will be pursued. This was just to address the use of the name, image, and likeness and thumbnails. Now, you made a point that you believe it's frivolous, and I disagree, obviously, but and you said so they could sue back, but they have to win this case in favor. It has to terminate in their favor, the defendant's favor. And only then would they have standing to sue for frivolous litigation. They have to win this case outright. There can't even be a settlement. They can't give up a thing. They got to go to the mat, win, and then they can bring a claim for frivolous, which I believe would be the frivolous one. Frankly.
Well, obviously, me being a journalist, I do have some experience with and some knowledge on anti-SLAPP lawsuits. Now, I will say this: today's the first time I ever looked at the Florida law. I live in California. I have looked at the California law, which there's plenty of examples.
They're all pretty similar, state to state.
So, are you expecting Jeremy, Tat, and Larry and George to file an anti-SLAPP response?
I have no idea. I have no idea what they'll do in response. I think they should take down the unconsented use of my client's name, image, likeness, and work out a fair resolution.
Have you advised your client to stop making public posts?
I can't tell you anything about what I've advised my client.
Sure. That's
I'm not
fair.
sure what, I think what you're getting at is, public posts, meaning what, that she's making herself a public figure? Is that the point? I'm not sure.
She's, the whole big issue, as I've followed this, is Miss Preston has consistently made comments that she had a lawyer when she clearly didn't have a lawyer. She posted publicly that she would not follow a cease and desist. She's posted things, obviously accusations against Mr. Hales. And really, I think this whole case has gotten as big as it has, primarily because she refuses to honor any type of cease and desist and keeps posting and making public comments.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you a cease and desist, first of all, is people put more stock in that than what it really is. It's just basically saying, hey, I think you're doing something wrong to me. Please stop or else.
Yes.
Okay? So the cease and desist doesn't mean somebody has to do something or not do something just because they're getting a letter, saying cease and desist. As far as her posting, I mean, look, she's a free person. She could post as she sees fit. And of course, as a lawyer advising her, I have an interest in, you know, making sure she is careful about what she says publicly. And that's how, you know, that's how it is. But, you know, she's, her life has been consumed by this for a long time. She can't go outside without having people following her and filming her so they can then send it to him for content. And that's what, you know, this is trying to put an end to.
Why is she trying to discourage people from making CPS complaints?
She's had 23 visits by CPS.
Yes. And
so why shouldn't she discourage people from making complaints?
Well, first off, if people have a reasonable belief, like myself, that the child is in any type of danger, we should be free to make those type of complaints. Obviously, CPS is a government organization. We have a right to redress our grievances with our government. And I'm currently on hold because I will be making a current complaint against her right now because the child is exposed to lice and fleas, and that is incredibly dangerous towards a young child.
Okay, so yes, you have the right, and so does any stranger from, you know, Wyoming who watches What the Hales to call and say, hey, I just saw a YouTube video by What the Hales, and I'm convinced that the child is in danger. Please go and rescue her. Now, you're an intelligent guy. You are seeing one, and the people who make these calls are seeing one side. They're seeing one person defame and slander and make money and content off these people's lives. And they're not only not hearing the other side, but the people who are presenting that side are actively suppressing and not allowing the other side to even be discussed in chat or invited on, like you graciously have had the good faith to do today. And so CPS is 23 for 23. So do you think that suddenly, after 23 visits and 23, this is nothing, that now, today, your call is going to lead to something different? They've been there. The reports are available, not to anybody, but we will get them. And each time they visited, they have to. They can't just say, oh, this is just another crying wolf from some, you know, person watching Price is Right in Wyoming and is bored. And they have to do it, and they have to go there. And then each time they realize it's nonsense. It was incited by, you know, What the Hales, and they close the case and no indicator of anything. So you saw a video that there's lice. So you're now telling all your viewers, call the AG's office and demand that they go rescue the child because there's lice and fleas and junk around the yard. I mean, come on, Mike.
There's that, and I saw the video where the deputy had to order her to not put the child in isolation.
Well, okay, now that was when 5 people, without announcing in advance, showed up with a sheriff.
Yes.
Barged into her property, supposedly on the permission of this Lloyd, and then, on the pretext of removing an RV, went around and wandered around to film so that they can then share the film on YouTube and incite everybody to rescue the child. It's a storyline. You're being used in a storyline by a YouTube content creator, and this was orchestrated with Lloyd so they can film, so they can make those videos, so hold on, I'm gonna can call CPS.
I'm going to interrupt you because it was actually Lynette and John who invited Lloyd onto the property. He then became a tenant, and tenants have rights.
Yeah, but you see, you're making all of these legal conclusions. You're acknowledging all these legal issues about right to be on the property, who can invite who's a tenant, and you just accept all of them as coming out in favor of Jeremy.
It's a fact that his trailer was there. It was connected. We all saw the video that it was connected. Okay. So
and it's not... therefore you're concluding. Let me say. So therefore you're concluding that everything that happened that you saw on video is all legit because Lloyd had an RV. He gave permission. He wants his RV removed. He was a tenant. So everything they did is A-OK. No claims arise. Film, wander around, invade privacy, broadcast it on YouTube, and all you could do is pick up on she locked the kid in the shed because there's a bunch of strangers trying to take pictures of the kid, and she wants to protect her from that.
As the deputy stated, he did advise them not to go onto her curtilage, meaning of her trailer, because now that she has a tenant on her property, the common areas that Lloyd would have access to, his guests would then be able to have access to, and the deputy did protect her private spaces.
Well, yeah, but Mike, do you disagree with me? I'm going to make a declaratory statement, and you can tell me if you agree. This Lloyd Rescue the RV operation was a setup to take that film footage to broadcast it on YouTube to fit the storyline of Rescue Harley.
I disagree with that. It looks to me like she brought a tenant onto her property, and then the tenant wanted to get his property, and the recording was to protect his property.
And tell me something. Did you see anything to suggest that Lloyd had asked and was told, nope, you don't get your property back. See you later. We're keeping it. So that he had to hire Jeremy Hales and his cronies to do what they did? Or maybe...
Yes, I did.
Lloyd, you did where?
At the very beginning, she said only people not associated with Jeremy Hales can come onto the property. Lloyd has a right. If he wants anybody to go get his property, he has that right. She can't dictate to Lloyd who gets his property. Now,
but actually they could have discussed it though. So Lloyd could have said, hey, Miss Preston, I'm here recuperating from my broken hip that I incurred when I was getting drunk with your teenagers. And I'd like to get my property. I don't want to return to that property. I'd like to get my RV. And then they could have arranged it. But what happened was Jeremy Hales got in touch with Lloyd and influenced him. And you can use your own imagination of what their consideration was. But we saw Jeremy on the phone with him offering to help and telling Lloyd to make a report to CPS. And Lloyd saying, okay, but if I'm going to make a report, I better have someone sitting next to me so I don't mess it up.
I believe Lloyd reached out to Jeremy, not the other way around. So it'd be hard for Jeremy to set all this up when people are reaching out to him, not the other way around.
Well, the thing is, though, you heard Lloyd say, if you want me to report to the authorities, I need someone sitting next to me so I don't mess it up. It's almost as if saying, Jeremy, you're telling me to make a report to the authorities. Make sure you tell me what to say. I mean, it's almost what he said. And Lloyd said that he was in fear for his life. This is what Jeremy is propagating. He's in fear for his life, which is why he had to get a group of people to go and get his stuff instead of arranging it like a normal person. What is the fear for his life? Where does this come from?
Well, we've seen the text messages and we've heard from Lloyd himself where he said he fears for his life.
Well, yeah, but anybody could say fear for my life. I could fear for my life because I walked down the street and somebody waved at me because I'm a mental case.
Well, we already have John Cook who has pulled a gun on people who never even came onto the property. That's pending right now.
Okay, so John Cook is accused of pulling a gun. He's sitting in jail at the time last week. So therefore, I'm afraid to arrange to retrieve my property without hiring Jeremy Hales and him having a group of his cronies go on there and film.
It doesn't matter who Lloyd hires. He has the right to hire whomever he wants.
All right, we're going in circles, Mike. The point is, it was not set up in advance. There was no notice. The sheriff showed up with these 5 people. And
he doesn't have to give notice to get his property. It's his property.
Mike, you're wrong. You're just simply wrong. He was a tenant. It's transparently a pretext. It was transparently a pretext to film and broadcast. Obviously,
as we talk about stories right now, this is your client who. This is an older post, but she's had her stories that she's pushed, and this one right here, Jeremy there is a threat against making false CPS calls. So, I mean,
there's a law against making false CPS calls. I have no idea why you think this should help your argument and not mine.
Well, I'll show you the next one because this is what she's been telling people publicly. Like, she gets very mad about public, Jeremy's public videos, but yet,
Of course,
she's.
how would you feel? How would you feel if every day there was a 45-minute video on YouTube that has a channel with 700,000 subscribers and is defaming you, calling you a meth head, saying that you have an illegal adoption, and trying to incite strangers to start a campaign to have your child taken away from you? How would you feel?
This is her, and this is well over a year ago. He called again, and my daughter is still here because he's a liar, and I protect my child in all manners. She is loved and fed and well. The only one hurting her is you, Jeremy. You're a sick effing monster. I wish your fans could see what we see. And this is before any accusations of lice and fleas.
Well, you'd have to give me the date of that one, because this all started about a year with changing his channel content from storage wars to destroying the lives of Michelle Preston and John Cook. Started over a year ago.
So this was posted. Hold on here. I got to pull up the data.
So why does one of your viewers think I'm a nasty snake? Kim Yaibara. So tell me, why does Kim think I'm a nasty snake? Because I've tried to level the playing field for somebody.
Kim will have to answer that if she wants to answer it in the chat. I personally think most lawyers are nasty snakes. No, I'm not saying specifically you are. I believe most are.
I hear you. Listen, I know a lot of lawyers who are nasty snakes too. But this is a situation where there's, a powerful and wealthy individual who has decided to use his platform and his power to make a lot of money on a story, a fake reality drama that requires him to destroy the lives of innocent people who are helpless, who are poor, and who needed to be able to fight back.
So it's not showing me the date of this because it was a screenshot and it just shows 9 hours. I would have to look it up.
Okay, well, some time ago. I mean, before the license.
What I can say is this was posted to her Otter Creek friends and neighbors, and here I'll actually share it again and post it back up so people can see that. It was posted to Otter Creek friends and neighbors, and that has been taken down since I believe September of last year. So this is almost a year old.
Yeah, I don't see the relevance of it. But somebody asked, somebody's accusing me of not caring for the welfare of the child because I'm trying to protect Miss Preston. Well, in our view, the child would have had a great last year and a half if her life wasn't completely distracted by 23 CPS visits, strangers coming on her property trying to film her, taking a nice walk down the highway with her mom to go to Walmart, and having George come up and pace her and film her, Bruce, and then broadcast so that they could do a whole video about how she's risking her child's life by walking on the side of the road.
Bruce, I got to put you on hold for just a moment. I'll bring you back in, okay? Right. Hey there, sorry about that. I was on hold for quite some time with you guys.
It's okay. So before we get started, let me get some information from you. Can I go ahead and get a good contact number for you in case the line is dropped?
Sure. My number is...
Is that your cell or work?
That's my cell phone.
Okay. And what is your title?
I am a journalist. Yes, it's Michael, and my last name is Arthur. Arthur.
Gotcha. All right, and it's considered a child, children, or adults?
A child and an adult.
Male or female?
Female child. White.
First and last name and date of birth?
Harley Grace Preston.
Spell that for me.
HarleyGracePreston. And I do have to let you know, I am live streaming this right now.
Okay. Can I get the date of birth?
I don't have the child's date of birth. The child is approximately 5 years old.
And what is the home address for this child?
I know it's on Otter Creek Avenue. Hold on, let me see if I can get you an address here. But it's in Levy County, Otter Creek Avenue. It's 151 Otter Creek Avenue.
Right, you said 151 Otter Creek Avenue.
Yes.
What city is this?
Otter Creek, Florida.
And what's the zip code?
32626.
Right. You want to go ahead and get started?
Yes, there's a couple videos online that show the property is filthy and unkempt. Additionally, in the video, deputy sheriff has to prevent the guardian of the child from locking the child in isolation. And then there are text messages floating around from the guardian stating that the home is infected with lice and fleas.
Who does this child live with?
She lives with her mother, Lynette Preston.
Spell that for me.
Lynnette, I believe.
And are there any other children in the house?
No other children. There's one other adult, John Cook.
And is this paramour to the mom or just a relative?
A paramour.
What is his name? You said John Cook.
Yes, and he's pending charges for assault with a deadly weapon and battery currently, but he's released on his own recognizance.
Against who?
I'm sorry?
Against who? Is it against the mother or someone else?
It's against a third party. Two separate third parties.
Okay. Do you have the mother's like approximate age?
60 years of age. She's just a guardian.
So this isn't the mother, this is like the guardian?
This is a guardian. She's in a legal guardianship.
Okay. Does she have any type of relation to Haley or not?
No.
Okay. How old is Mr. John? About what age?
About 60 years old.
And both of them are Caucasian?
Yes.
Do you have any type of contact number or anything like that for either the adults?
I do not.
Okay.
I do know that there are firearms on the property.
Fine. Okay. No aggressive animals or anything like that?
I'm sorry?
There's no aggressive animals or anything like that?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay. Alright, so is this like your neighbor or something?
No, I just watched the videos online and I'm concerned for the child's safety.
Okay. Alright, give me the description of the home again.
Description of the home?
Mhm.
It's a mismatch of broken down sheds, an RV, and overgrowth.
Okay. And what are you seeing in the video?
There's lots of trash all strewn all over the property. I don't believe I don't know what has electricity to it. I know there is no current sewage, at least to the structures, and I do know that there's, based upon the text messages that have been released publicly, there is lice and fleas infecting the living areas. And what I'm telling you is all things that have already been made public.
All right. Anything else besides the lice and fleas and the trash all over the property?
It was pretty apparent in the video because the deputy had to intervene that the guardian routinely locks the child in isolation. She was very comfortable.
How often she's there?
It's an abusive situation. The child is never left alone with anyone else, just her. And obviously, when she needs to do something, she was very comfortable locking the child in isolation.
Right. And when you say isolation, is she like in this inside of the home?
She was going to lock the child by herself in the trailer.
Like in a certain room, or just in the trailer alone?
Just in the trailer alone. It's not a very big
How long
trailer.
is she gone? How long is she in there?
I would say at least half hour, 45 minutes is had she been able to do it, but the deputy intervened and didn't allow it. But it was clear this is not the first time.
Anything else you need to know today? I'm just typing as you talk. What about the child's bed? Like, do you know where she sleeps at?
I can't. They didn't show anything inside of her private areas, inside the trailer, or inside any of the other structures, so I can't talk to any of that. I can say that there have been pictures posted online that show those areas to be very filthy. Apparently, at some point, there were hammocks that were used as sleeping facilities. That was not a clean area. It was trash all over the floor. One of the hammocks was on the floor. Another one was still hung up. I don't know if that's where the child is currently sleeping or not, but I do know in the past the child has slept there. Sure.
Does any petitioner spoken about during this call have any hearing impairments, disabilities, or limited English proficiency to your knowledge?
Say that again?
Does any participant or anyone we spoken about during this call have any hearing impairments,
No.
disabilities, or limited English?
No.
And to your knowledge, the child's current and or her location is the address.
That, to my knowledge, yes.
Other than the address, do you have any other means to locate?
No, I don't.
You don't know if the child attends daycare or any type of school, anything like that?
The child is completely isolated from anyone and everyone. Only the guardian. The guardian will not let anyone else near the child, and has stated that publicly.
How long has this guardian had custody of this child?
I believe since shortly after birth.
Are there any additional sources you'd like to see?
There was a veteran who lived on the property. He was elderly. He was exploited and abused. Uh, I only know his first name as Lloyd, but the sheriff does have his information because they responded to him moving off of the property.
All right. I'm going to place you on a brief hold, okay?
Okay, thank you. Everyone, make sure you're going to sign the petition. Right here is the petition. I have posted that in the groups, so make sure you go. Make sure you go and sign the petition. We got 52 signatures now. We're not going to stand for this anymore. This child, the lice and the fleas, that can kill this young girl. Like hantavirus and the bubonic plague are spread by fleas. Obviously spread by fleas. And the fact that they were in Lloyd's trailer, which was right next to hers, they're all over that property. This is not good. We have 52 signatures right now. We got 1,000 people in here. Everybody go and sign this petition. I've posted it in a lot of different areas here. Let me post a link on the YouTube because a lot of you guys are watching on YouTube. So let me post it onto YouTube. Can I do a community post from here? Create post. Hashtag save Harley. Paste. Post. So there we go. If you're on the YouTube, I just posted it in our community pages. And if anyone, and I'll get back to Bruce once we're done with this call. We'll give him ample chance to say whatever he wants to say. I do want to make sure that anyone who has contact with Lloyd up in Massachusetts, we need to get him a veteran service officer because he needs help. He should be getting way more disability than what he is as a veteran. So everyone, please make sure you go and sign the petition here. So we're up to 54 signatures. We're going to let Levy County Child Services know how many people are watching. Yes, thank you.
Do you know if there are animals in the home?
Yes, there are. It's actually a tortoise rescue.
All right. And does Harley herself have life?
I don't know that for sure. Just from what I've read for myself, that's been posted online, is that there is lice and fleas that have infected the living areas. I know there's 2 dogs. I know there's several turtles on the property.
So you don't know, you haven't been to the house yourself?
No, I have not. I'm just going by the videos that I've seen, unedited videos where I can, see the condition for myself. I witnessed the deputy, his intervention, and then there's been screenshots of text messages that she sent to the veteran Lloyd, where she admits that there's fleas and lice all over.
And when you say trash, what type of trash is it? Like rotten food, paper products, glass?
I mean, there's stuff all over. Yeah, there's.
Is it covering like every surface of every room?
The only one living area was shown, and yes, there was trash over every surface for the limited living area that was shown.
Okay. Alright, and like, is this affecting their ability to safely navigate the home, open the doors? Like, how has this affected Hart?
I can't say for sure because she was not on the video. But I can just say that, you know, if there's lice and fleas, you know, she's in danger.
So you haven't seen her personally?
No.
So in the video, in either video, did it show Harley at all?
You could only hear her voice where her guardian was screaming at her, and she was screaming at her, telling her to stay inside. She went to lock the door, and the deputy said, "Do not lock that door. Do not isolate that child."
And you saying that the video only showed like one room?
They went into there were 2 trailers on the property, and they went into one of the trailers. They didn't go into any of the other structures on the property.
Okay, so which trailer does she live in? Is she staying going back and forth from both?
To my knowledge, she actually doesn't live in either of the trailers. She lives in one of the sheds, which is one of the other structures on the property. Just based upon...
Do you know how that shed is?
The pictures that I've seen of that, it looks, you know, like trash all over. That's the one with the hammocks.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all, okay.
We're up to 80 signatures. Thank you, everyone. I love that the trolls have found this. No, 2 leaves in a pot. I actually watched the video for myself, and that's why I'm calling, because I watched the video for myself. And not on Jeremy's channel. It's also on Madam Mayor's channel. I watched it there. That was where I saw it first. And I watched both videos, and they both confirmed the same thing. Again, if anyone has anything that counters it, send it to me. Send it to me. But all I've ever seen is just Lynette's posts or, you know, Marla's lies. And Marla has lied to me many times. And I know she's in the chat. Marla, you lied to me. You said that Russ canceled the Otter Creek Town Hall because so many people showed up because of Jeremy. And that was a lie. So, yeah, you are not a credible person, Marla. All you do is lie. I'm sorry. And I've got screenshots, Marla. Lots of screenshots of you. So, yeah. This is being made in good faith. The sheriff deputy has also reported. I hope he has. I know people have said he has, but I can't confirm that. So that's why this is why all of you need to sign this petition. We've got 80 signatures already.
All right, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for
Yep,
that.
my pleasure.
Alright, so based on the information provided, it doesn't quite meet our statutory criteria to accept the report. it will be documented and maintained in our system.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem, ma'am. There's been many people who've reported this abuse. Like I said, this is being live streamed, what I told you. So this is being live streamed, and DCF is going to come under fire. And we do have a petition currently because DCF is not protecting this child. So you have my public report, but you should let your supervisors know that the public is now aware of this, and we will be taking much more action as the days go on.
All right, you have a good day.
Thank you, you too. So there you have it, folks. You have the number. Make your own complaints. Make your own complaints. Okay, let's get back to Bruce now. Hey there, Bruce.
Okay. All right. That was CPS?
Yes, that was the Florida State CPS.
Is that a different agency than what was called before?
It's DCF. I don't know what it stands for in Florida.
Department of Children and Families.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Every
so you
state.
just made a live report based on what you saw on a YouTube video.
On two separate YouTube videos, and
right.
that were unedited.
And you know because you've been following it that you know the nature of what the Hales videos. It's one-sided is what I'm getting at. It's one-sided. He's not trying to present two-sided videos. Jeremy Hales.
I watched an unedited live stream, Bruce, an unedited live stream, and I then decided for myself.
Okay, so no, and you were aware that there had been over 20 prior visits.
I am aware of that. Now, that is the whole issue of this. So DCF, in my opinion, is not doing what they are appropriately should be doing. So again, I've made this call.
That they're professionals, and they go there and visit in response to the reports. They actually go there and interview her and see and see the property.
Bruce, I've seen professionals not do their job. I've seen professionals not do their job.
23 times.
Bruce, my interest is in the care of this child more than anything else.
So you're not willing to defer to 23 professional visits by DCF professionals that had left saying all good. You're not willing to defer to that.
I think Levy County is one of the most corrupt counties I've ever encountered doing this show and doing other work, government work. So that's what I feel.
So you're taking up the cause.
Oh,
you're taking the cue.
I will absolutely be highlighting more and more stuff from Levy County, not just DCF, the Sheriff's Department, the DA. If you've been watching this live stream, that should be very clear.
All right, but I want to stick on the DCF and the save the child thing. So you're
Sure.
aware that the DCF's been out there over 20 times. You're sure they're not doing their job, and so you're taking up the cause, taking it upon yourself to try to accomplish what
there's lice and fleas. There's lice and fleas. The child is in danger if there's lice and fleas. That is without a doubt.
Do you know that Ms. Preston isn't taking steps to rectify the lice and fleas, or do you think she's just like, oh, we like to live in lice and fleas? It's just the way we like to live.
I don't think she can properly care for the child. She's 60 years old. By her own admission, she's disabled, and the child is a runner. By her own admission, I don't think that child should be in her care. I think the child should be turned over either to be a ward of the state or turned over to extended biological family members who can properly care for her in an environment where she won't have to deal with things like lice and fleas.
Are you aware of any of these biological family members that could give her such a better life?
I really don't know. That would be up to the Florida courts.
Now, you're aware that there's a GoFundMe by to supposedly rescue the child?
I've heard that, but I don't know anything about that case.
Well, there's a GoFundMe by one of the aunts, Jessica, whatever her last name is, the former aunt, the sister of the biological mother, the birth mother, who has as much standing as you do to bring a court action to challenge the adoption or have the child removed. Do you know that the adoption was decided before the birth of the child, and that Miss Preston took the child from the hospital right from the beginning?
If these are facts, here's what I would encourage you to do: is to post.
You said it was an illegal adoption on the phone to the CPS. You just said she's an illegally adopted, and it's an illegal adoption. You used those words.
I did not say illegal adoption. What I said was it's a legal guardianship. That's what those are the words I used.
Okay,
I'm very careful with what I use.
This is a mother, and
to my knowledge, based upon the documents I have seen. If you have others, please provide them to me or post them publicly, and I will happily.
They have been posted publicly, Mike. You're not watching everything. You're watching What the Hells. If you watch Two Lees in a Pod, you'd have seen the legal documents establishing the adoption legally.
Well, then
you
they
didn't
can
see that. So wait a minute. So you
were able to reach out to me via email. They can reach out to me via email, and I'll post them. But from what I saw, everything.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You're covering this. You're being journalistic here. You're covering a story, and this is available information. But you are not going to see. You're not going to look. You're not looking at the other coverage.
I don't watch.
In which case?
I don't watch Two Lees in a Pod. You're on my show. You have a platform.
Okay, but you
have my email. You can send them to me right now. If you send them to me right now, I'll put them on the show.
That's fine.
I'm telling you what I have access to, what I don't have access to.
Okay, Mike. I appreciate that. We will send them. We will send them to you. We will send them to you. But my point, Mike, can I talk?
Sure.
My point is this. We will send them to you. My point is this.
Yeah,
you went on the call right now and you told something based on your belief that is not a proper legal adoption, when that information that it is a proper legal adoption and the documentation of it has been made public, and you have not gone to the length.
I have not seen any of these documents. If you send them to me, or if you post them publicly and show me where they are, I will look at them. I will. And then you'll call
back CPS and tell them that you were incorrect.
The information that I had at the time of that call was that it was a legal guardianship. That's what I knew, and that's what I stated. You are trying to.
I've never heard a single YouTuber address the issue of this adoption and then make the conclusion that it's a legal guardianship. So I believe that you in your head are influenced to believe it's not a legal adoption because of What the Hells, and therefore on the spot you decided to use the phrase guardianship.
You tried to say I said a legal adoption. I never used those words. Because I don't know if there's an adoption. I'm telling you that
I believe
right now.
you did, but I'll have to read. I'll read it. But look, there is, and the documents have been made public on Two Lees, and you could have known that if you had.
I don't watch that show. It's not a news source.
But you're covering a story, man. You should be covering all angles. You should.
It is not a news source that a reasonable person would go to. If you want to post it, if you posted it on your page, you are saying that you are her lawyer, then it becomes a source.
All right,
but you're telling me.
But I got
you.
You're
very
no problem. We'll send you the documents so you can clarify for your viewers that it is an absolute legal adoption. It has been since the beginning. Now
you're very wrapped around the axle about podcasts. I don't use podcasts as a source of information. I might present it and say, this is what they're saying. I'm telling you, I don't watch that podcast. I actually, I do watch Jeremy's videos, but I also watch other videos. I did not get the information on the child from Jeremy's video. I actually got it from Madam Mayor's Adventures. I watched the live stream.
Okay, I got you. Madam Mayor, when we talk about Madam Mayor's Adventures and What the Hells, it's really pretty much one and the same.
No, it's not. Stop.
Yes, they are, because
it is
they're
not.
all presenting my client in the same light. They're all presenting my client in the same light.
Your client has accused them of making DHS or DFS complaints as well. I have those screenshots where she claimed that they were the ones calling. So if they're getting lumped together, it's because if they're getting lumped together, it's because your client is the one doing it, no one else.
All right, look, I appreciate your having me on. I will say, you watch the videos like thousands and hundreds of thousands of people do, and based on that and only that, You went ahead and called CPS as if you had, the knowledge and enough information to make that report, but it's only based on YouTube videos on what the hell is a Madam Mayor. Am I right?
Unedited.
I believe you made a fool of yourself.
I watched an unedited video first, and then I watched Jeremy Hale's where Deanna had a video. That one had some edits, but I watched it and it only confirmed. So two sources.
Okay, and I think
two sources.
Okay, I appreciate it, and I think, frankly, that anybody who would call the CPS on somebody because of a YouTube video is being foolish and making a fool of themselves.
Well, I mean, that's your opinion. You can do that. Again, I don't feel, based upon other stuff that I've seen in Levy County, it is one of the most corrupt counties I've ever seen. So I am not going to stop on this county. In fact, I will keep on this story because transparency is how you fight corruption.
Okay, you're talking about Levy County corruption. I'm talking about my private client's life and child being disrupted because of CPS reports by people who watch YouTube.
I really don't care about your client. I really don't care about your client at all. I don't care about what she does or anything. If I see something that's wrong, I will step in. Like, again, on the video, I saw something was wrong, I make a call. But beyond that, I really don't care about your client, what she does, what they do. I care about the corruption of Levy County, and that's how I have been brought to this case.
Okay, I appreciate that. Somebody asked if I have kids. The answer is yes. I have a junior in college and a high school freshman, and I appreciate anybody who's trying to expose corruption. But I think you're making quite a leap to exposing Levy County corruption to calling CPS on my client. So I appreciate you having me on. You've done more than Tug or Fox or anybody else. For that, you deserve credit. And
if you want to come on again, you can come on. I'll say that.
I appreciate it. And I believe, I'm not going to say for sure, but I predict I will. And I think there might be a little, fallout from this call and petition. I hope not, but wish you hadn't done it. When I saw you doing it, that's when I dropped the chat and said, "Why don't you have me on?" And unfortunately, my joining didn't prevent you from making that call, but we'll see.
It's a good faith complaint that I made, and I'll just tell you, if your client puts a thing on me, I will absolutely be filing with an anti-SLAPP lawsuit.
You have every right to do what you feel you need to do, but I will disagree.
Full fair and warning.
I don't believe it was a good faith complaint, but we'll see.
I'm telling you, it was a good faith complaint, and I even told you where I got the information and why I called.
I know. I appreciate it. All right, you have a great day. And somebody's asking, why am I losing my license? I'm not losing my license. I've never lost my license. It's never been suspended. I'm in good standing in Connecticut and Massachusetts. I am fighting a minor disciplinary matter that was started, and I talked about from the very beginning, because I knew people would look me up and they would exaggerate and say, "Oh, he lost his license," because they read an article about an ongoing proceeding. So that's the clarification on that. I'll be happy to answer any questions about it now or later.
Well, I appreciate you coming on and talking. Like I said, I'll gladly have you on again if you want to talk about it further.
All right, and I will endeavor to get you the adoption documents shortly, if possible, for you to show on this stream.
Anyone who has them, veterannation@protonmail.com is my email. I have it listed down below. I even have a phone number that people can call right there. They can call and leave voicemails too. So anyone who wants to give me information, I am fully available. And, most stuff I will show on the show.
All right. I got to run, and you have a good one.
You have a good day, Bruce. I appreciate it. So now we'll wait and see if I'm going to get a lawsuit in Florida, because, again, I made a good faith complaint. And I encourage you all to make a good faith complaint if you believe it the same way. Let's take a look here. Our petition is now up to 119 signatures. So I really would like to get this up to 500. I have posted it onto the Veteran Nation channel. I see most of you are watching here on YouTube. So just hit the community tab. You'll see it in there. You can link to it. Here, I'll put it in the chat here again. Turn the background music down. I can do that. Background music. Here we go. There we go. And I see Marla's in the chat. And yeah, Marla is an absolute liar. I will never take anything she says as truth, because all she does is lie. She is the Goebbels for Lynette. All she does every day, it's a different story. Same thing with Sharp. Every day, it's a different story. I'm never gonna take either of you two as a source, because I know that you two have lied. In fact, Shart has said she posts conjecture, rumor, and what was it? She posts conjecture and rumor, and she's supposed to be a journalist. If you post rumor, you say it's a rumor. If you post conjecture, you say this is conjecture. Here's why. But she tries to post stuff as if it's the truth. And that's okay. I do know the uncensored group gets very mad. I'm giving them so much to talk about today. I've seen your guys' posts. I've seen your post in uncensored. If you did not witness it with your own eyes, your complaint is false. I witnessed it in the video. So I have seen it with my own eyes. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. The people that I see who stick up for Lynette are abusers and addicts themselves. Marla won't come on stream. She doesn't want her pictures known. Deuce, not Bruce. I mean, hungering for that fame. No, I came on because Lynette did a lawsuit. In my eyes, an unjust lawsuit. It's a SLAPP lawsuit. She's trying to stop people from talking about her. That's the way I see it. I got people asking me about the stream. DUI guy was in chat. Oh, good. Larry's in chat. Welcome, Larry. Very interesting. Today, Lynette is going about this the wrong way. She needs to sell her property and leave. If I were her, that's what I'd be doing. But the child will still be in danger. I honestly believe that child is in danger, and I'm telling you exactly why. Because of the fleas and lice. The child's in danger for that right there. She can get so many different things. Welcome, Larry. Love your show. I was actually following you way before all the hail stuff. Yeah, the child's in danger. The child is 100% in danger. And you notice how Bruce was trying to play, he was trying to box me in. That's what we call boxing. He was trying to box me into some things that he could try to use against me later. As a journalist, you when you're an actual journalist and you've actually gone to school for it, unlike Sharp, you take a class called Journalism, the Law, and it's actually, I believe, 2 years of college. So you have to learn about defamation. You have to learn about sourcing. You have to learn about all these things and as they apply to the law. So he was trying to box me in on some things. That's why I was saying, no. I want to be very clear. I watched 2 videos. I had 2 sources on this, and lots of journalists. Everyone needs to go sign this petition. Because the more the politicians in Levy County know that we are watching, that there are people here, the more apt they are to do something. They don't want to do something right now. That's the way. That's how this case is right now. I have sent stuff to the governor. I have sent stuff to the attorney general. You guys need to sign this petition. Need to sign the petition so that way when I back it up and I say your Department of Child and Family Services are not doing their job. I made a phone call. They have proof. We are watching. they're more apt to come in and say, okay, what the hell is going on here? We need to do something. If any of the YouTubers want to come on stream with me right now, I see there's several of you guys that I do follow, not just Larry. Larry's got a big, he's got a bigger, much bigger channel than me. So I'm not trying to snipe his viewers. But if any of you guys do want to come in, shoot me a thing, because I know there's several of you who are, you're already live streaming and whatnot. We can go ahead and talk about this together. Larry, if you do want on, you're more than welcome. I'll shoot you a link. This is crazy, this lawsuit. Thank you, Mike. This is the guy that represented Preston in the latest Ohio case for Hales. No, that would be okay. Again, journalists we gotta make sure that we're factually correct. That was Sean Martin. He is in he's an Ohio attorney, former prosecutor and attorney. Here's the thing. I know Sean Martin is absolutely regretting that he helped Lynette. Just based upon, the whole thing. But fair warning, any question that has been answered are going to be ignored. Okay, Marla. Whatever. We know you're not going to come on stream. We know that. Liars don't like to go on the record. That's the other thing. Liars do not like to go on the record. So, yeah. I don't even know why Marla's here. Matzkin is facing bar discipline. I don't know. But you did hear it. I wanted to know if he had a contract with Lynette. He wouldn't directly say it, but he implied that, yes, there is a contract with Lynette. So that would make him her attorney. But there's a reason I was asking that question. Because only certain people can legally represent. And when they legally represent, it's as if that person is right there speaking. Now, with an attorney, they have the ability to say things that even the client can't without the client getting in trouble. That was what I loved about the whole, where was that, Mike? I could call you a liar, but is that fair? You can call me a liar all day. I don't care. Don't watch the show. Here's the thing. I say what I believe, why I believe it, where I got the information. And if it's things that I can't verify, I say I can't verify it. You saw that on the call. There were people in the chat telling me, tell them about this. If I can't, no AC. I didn't say there was no AC because I can't verify that. I can't. So I did, if I saw a picture or video, I could attest to it. But that's why this petition is so important. Let the politicians in Levy County realize that their children and family services are not doing the right thing, and that people are calling. Yeah, Marla does have multiple accounts, that's for sure. Here, because of this lawsuit, Larry is not going to say it, but I guarantee Larry's looking at the anti-SLAPP legislation right now. I guarantee they're going to go in and with Judge Thomasis, they're going to do one of two things first. They're going to say either, okay, you have to give us a summary judgment, or you have to disqualify yourself. Right off the bat. That is what these four people are going to do. And here's the other thing. This is the other mistake she's making. She's suing everybody. Okay, she's suing everybody, and so guess what? The more people you sue, the more attorneys, more motions that will be filing. So guess what? It's going to make her lawsuit way more expensive because 3 attorneys filing things against one. That one attorney now has to respond to every single thing. This is the worst legal strategy I have ever seen. I'll just say that. And each lawyer can take up a different strategy. They can be like, oh, we want summary judgment. The next one can say, no, Judge, we want you to accuse yourself. And guess what? Her attorney has to respond to both of those. I am glad that Bruce was able to answer if Scott Stark was not a plaintiff, that he is just the filing attorney and that they screwed that up. Because that looked really weird to me. all the stuff I've ever read in court, like it's rare that you get attorneys who, and normally when you do get attorneys filing stuff, those are normally the shysters. And there's a I don't want to put people on blast, but there's some attorneys out there on YouTube that I just don't like, and the stuff that they do. Oh, you already tweeted about. I've not been on my Twitter. I do follow you, Larry. So I'll have to retweet you. I'm gonna take a look, see if I can find it. I don't. Civilized discussions. Okay, I'm gonna stay on the stream because I want people to keep signing this petition. The more people that we can get signing this petition, the better, because we're gonna redress these grievances. You can't find the petition? Okay, I'll put a link in the chat here for you. And if you go to change.org, and you look up "demand immediate intervention for Harley Grace's safety in Levy County," it'll come up. You could probably search Harley Grace. So there you go. You have it in the chat. I need to push it out onto Twitter. Hold on. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. Okay. I got Larry's tweet here. I just retweeted you. This is going to be a fun adventure. I'm really looking forward to our countersuits. It's one thing to be butthurt to make YouTube videos. However, when you begin using the courts for your frivolous agenda, brace yourself. # buckle up. I love it. Oh my God. I'm pulling that up. I'm going to pull that up and I'm going to share that with everyone, because that's exactly how I see this. Exactly. And I'm sure I'm probably now going to get roped into some legislation, or not legislation, but lawsuits now. Okay. Nope, that's not what I want. So I'm going to stop sharing that. But everyone, please keep signing that petition. So here we go. Here's Larry. And if you're on Twitter, go follow Larry at the DUI Guy Plus, all spelled out. This is going to be a fun adventure. I'm really looking forward to our countersuits. It's one thing to be butthurt and to make YouTube videos. However, when you begin using courts for your frivolous agenda, brace yourself. This is just without even going into this. This is just to silence people, without a doubt. Plaintiff Michelle Preston. That is not her name. That's the first thing. This is identity theft. Her name is Lynette Michelle Preston. That is her legal name. Stop with the identity theft. Stop it. Comes now, plaintiff Michelle Preston, by and through undersigned attorney, and files her complaint for injunction damages under state statute 540.08, and would state as follows. Paragraphs 7, count 3, violation of 5040 versus Larry Foreman. Paragraphs 7 to 14 of count 1 are incorporated herein. Foreman, in the guise of covering the What the Hell story for his own YouTube channel, DUI Guy Plus, and to capitalize on the story, following in the form of videos and subscribers to his channel, published and displayed Ms. Preston's image in his channel's videos, thumbnails, for 9 public videos, all without obtaining her consent. Mr. Foreman's publication use of Ms. Preston's image and name has been for commercial and or advertising purposes of promoting monetized videos. Is he monetized? I don't know. And again, if you're damages is going to be hard to prove, because she would have to find out how much money he made off of YouTube to say, well, I've been damaged this much. Foreman has violated statute 540.08 by publishing Miss Preston's picture on video thumbnails without her consent, and publishing and using her name and image in videos without her consent. As a result of Foreman's publication use of Miss Preston's image and name without her consent, Miss Preston has sustained loss and injury. What are those losses? What's the injury? You notice they're not saying that here. So it's just those 3 pictures, but everyone go follow Larry Foreman, Esquire, attorney at law. This is when lawyers start like doing some of this stuff, that's when it becomes ambulance chasing. That's when it becomes, crazy. Everyone, we have 1,200 people watching. I understand we have some haters in here, but come on, go sign this petition. Let's get this petition over 500. I'm gonna post the link again, but we have to make sure this little girl's safe. And when we have victim advocates like Amanda Martin, who puts her son up to attacking people, the whole thing of that case being dropped again, corruption. This is corruption. Corruption in these small towns and places, it happens very easily. But the other good thing is it's easy to correct. All you have to do is first highlight it. That is the goal of this petition. It's the goal of some of the other petitions we've done. Like I said, if you don't like what's going on and you live in Levy County, there's a sheriff. There's a sheriff who's up for he's up for re-election. Do you support him or do you go against him? That's the thing. This is how you make change. I expect an anti-SLAPP lawsuit. I would imagine at least one of these lawyers is going to say, yeah, this is summary judgment. Just dismiss this. This is stupid. I would imagine that Jeremy and George will likely reply of, hey, DeThomasis, you have to recuse yourself. Which I would expect this to. I don't think Judge DeThomasis wants any more attention than what he's already getting. I can't wait to watch Megan Fox's live stream. I saw it was going on yesterday. I was doing other stuff and I couldn't watch it, but I will get to it and I will watch it to see what she's saying about Judge DeThomasis. And apparently it's another neighbor dispute. But I guarantee you, judges, you don't like it when your name is known. Unless if you're, what's his name? The judge up in Ann Arbor. I've done on his case. Judge, hold on here. I love the guy. Judge Simpson. Judge Simpson. Unless if you're Judge Simpson, you don't want people knowing your name as a judge. You don't want the fame. Look at all these cases that are happening in today when, like that judge down in Atlanta, he had that thing. You don't want your name to be known as a judge. You want to be known as, oh, who is this guy? Because Judge Simpson. Judge Simpson is amazing. If you guys have never checked out Judge Simpson, go check out. I went to Eastern Michigan University. I was there in right next to Ann Arbor. I was in Ypsilanti. It's the same county. I did go to that court several times. I did not sit in Judge Simpson's court. I don't know if he was a judge back then. That was almost 30 years ago. But I highly recommend to people, just if you have a free day, go sit in court for a while. You learn a lot. For me, I actually had a journalism professor who was like, no, you're going to go write a story about court today, and you're going to come back tomorrow with that story. And we would go. And I went to small claims court because that's where all the juicy stuff happens. All the other people went and they watched all these boring motions and the murder trials, and everybody wrote the same thing. That was pretty much nothing. But I walked in with like 5 different stories, and he's like, yeah, here's a guy who knows how to seek out a story. DeThomasis is no longer the judge. Yeah, he's off that case. But he's on this one. And I'll show you guys. He is now on to this case. Where did I put it? Oh, I'm looking in the wrong. Here we go. And this is why I went on live stream today. Was because it was breaking news in this case. So what's happening is Lynette is suing Jeremy, George, Tat Greaves, and the DUI guy, Larry Foreman. She's suing all of them. Here's summons issue. Like right here, Jeremy Hales, George. That's George. Tat Greaves, Larry Foreman. This is wrong. He is not a plaintiff. Bruce was able to confirm that. But in my opinion, this is clearly just his silence. She doesn't like that people are doing videos, so they're doing this. And as Larry indicated in his tweet, there's going to be a countersuit. This is a bad strategy. Bad strategy. You know, I don't know if he got that from me, if Bruce got that from me in our discussion, but I believe this is a bad strategy. Mike, the new judge that is going to preside over Jeremy's new case, the same judge released Cook on his own recognizance. Yeah, but okay, a judge can't take bias from one case to another. So that kind of shows, we'll see, but that kind of shows that, you know, this judge knows how this stuff is supposed to go. And you look right here, to Thomas's Craig Constantine, that's the assigned judge. So because of Jeremy's videos, because of Larry's videos, he can't be the judge. This is going to be, no, this judge, we've had a public thing with this judge. He's got to be removed. Now, Judge to Thomas's could post the petition again. Okay, I'll post it again. Judge to Thomas's could just do a summary judgment and just say, yeah, this is dismissed. Dismissed summary judgment. They have a free speech right to do all this stuff. He could do that. If not, someone's going to do a motion to disqualify, and he will no longer be the judge on this case, unless if he wants to turn in 7 pages again and be schooled by the appeals court. Judges don't like to be overturned. It makes them look stupid. So the fact that he's been overturned, he looks stupid. Strikes in effect in full force. Exactly. This is a horrible strategy. It's just going to get more people like me talking about it. I'm sure I'll be the next one. She's not going to want me talking about it, I'm sure. But guess what? Go away. You don't want people talking about it? Go the hell away. She refuses to do that. It's her mental illness. She is mentally ill. We heard her daughter say that she has a diagnosis of Munchausen. And there were all those documents that were previously posted. I have interacted with Ashley, her stepdaughter. So that's where I get that she's mentally ill, that there are diagnoses out there. Lice and fleas, filth in the yard. Oh, yeah. It was disgusting. So we're up to 162. Everyone keep... Okay, 214. Boom. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Because, yeah, we will... Trust me, I will be sending this stuff in. I will be doing... to the Attorney General, I will be doing a letter. And just say, I have this petition. Your Department of Family and Children's Services is refusing to intervene. We need intervention. I don't care about what the family's doing. If it takes this child being made a ward of the state, great. Either way, Lynette cannot, in my opinion, cannot care for this child. She can't care for her property, can't care for this child. Free speech is okay, but JH and Tat has done is over the line. No, it's not. It's okay. Let's just take Tat, for example. Tat makes videos. He makes videos. He makes music videos. That doesn't hurt anybody. You can make fun of people. We can absolutely, especially when they go to the court and do public petitions. We have the right to make fun of them. You all have the right to make fun of me. If it's funny, I'll laugh at it. So we have 1,000 people in here. Everyone go to this petition. I'll post it again in the chat. Please sign it. We're going to keep fighting this corruption on all fronts. That's the thing. the more she does, her and these attorneys are just bringing more people into it. That's all you're doing. And shine a bright light on your head, joking. It reflects enough. State will get her out of diapers. Yeah, this kid is not even potty trained. She's still wearing diapers. Pin link to the top of the chat. Okay. Hold on here. Where did it go? Okay. There we go. There. Now it's pinned. See, I'm not completely useless. But yeah, this is hilarious. This lawsuit is ridiculous. Like, instead of, okay, I just want to break down. This is the strategy. Instead of it being in a fight with one YouTuber, you're now in a fight with 4 YouTubers. And you don't want videos being made of you. Tat uses Lynette's voice, fabricated call, or not for that. That's called parody. That's parody. You can do that. You can do that. Like, again, she made a lot of this stuff. Like, she did these petitions. She could have just got the cease and desist and said, okay, yeah, I'll stop talking about them, and moved off. She didn't. She kept posting about them. And that's how long I've been following this. These screenshots I have are a year old. I just started following it and just laughing about it. I didn't do anything on this channel about it. I did a little bit on the channel about the water, and the 2-inch pipe and stuff like that. But I really didn't do a lot. But then when the judge and when the corruption got real bad, that's when a lot of people were like, okay, we're going to go big with this now. She put out signs calling him a rapist. Yeah. Like, seriously. And starting more court cases is not helping her. It's not. This is going to be her undoing. This is going to be more stuff that she can get used against her in court. Hey, Deanna, thank you for all you're doing. Everyone who has signed, remember, people know what is happening. They don't know everything that is happening. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to refresh this again and see. 230. Okay, there's 100. There's 1,000 people watching. And judging by the comments, most of you want this child to be in a safe place. I'm Veteran Nation. I'm a nonprofit. I will do whatever I can to help Lloyd. I'm not going to donate, or I'm not going to take this foundation's money for the child because it doesn't fit within our mission. But Lloyd, absolutely. I will help Lloyd every day of the week with any type of money that he needs. And I thank Deanna and Travis for doing what they've done to help Lloyd. Bruce stated he is not her lawyer. He cannot practice. No, he did say I had him. You guys heard it. He did indicate that he has something signed and is her attorney. And I wanted that clear because what questions I was asking him, I wanted to make sure. It's almost as if she were on this stream saying it. There's things that he can say that she can't be held liable for. Absolutely. Because he is her attorney. And if he's, him being her attorney, he ethically has to give a sound defense and fight her. And he's doing that. He is doing that. I have zero issues with what Bruce is doing. Him coming on, that's why I said, come on again. But that's where she should be, and I get that other people don't want him on. I get that. Here's my question. Why are her other attorneys not speaking? Why is he doing the talking when the ones who are in the court not talking? That's a little bit interesting. What about Char Michelle? What about the other law tubers? Yeah, people. This is just ridiculous. Let Jeremy know about the petition. Yeah, hopefully him and George sign. I'm sure they will. But Yeah, I want to get this petition today over 500. So everyone, please share it out, sign it, share it. Absolutely, we are gonna. Levy County is gonna hate that they ever picked up this fight. Like, I'm gonna do more letters to the Department of Justice. Obviously, with this one, I'm gonna be taking it to the Attorney General. I will take this back to the governor again. The governor, they responded. They don't like veterans groups sending nasty letters. And if you all send a letter, a handwritten letter says so much. It means you took the time to write everything down. And if you're a Florida voter, they're going to pay attention to that. Put your if you're a Florida voter, put your address. Let them know you're a Florida voter. The link is not pinned, and it's telling me that it's pinned. I do have a couple of my moderators in here. Can you guys pin that? And if I need to add another moderator, please pin it. We're getting more people watching on Twitter now. We still have over 1,000 people watching. Dude, go and sign this petition. Let's see if we got any more. Yeah, that was short since the last time I refreshed it. But we got 230. Lori says she signed. Thank you. Big following for over 2 years. I've been following for 2 years. Please watch all Watch the Hells, Willis, Madam Mayor's videos before making judgments. Yeah, lumping them all together is something that Lynette has done. Like Willis, you could say, oh yeah, Willis works for, he does work for Jeremy. You could say, okay, yeah, there's a relationship there. But Madam Mayor, they are not, there's no affiliation there at all. And the only affiliation is those that Lynette has created. John Cook saying that, oh, look, the mayor works for Jeremy. No, none of that is true. They're making these connections. So to say, oh, they're all doing this, it's like you're making those connections. I've never spoken to Jeremy. I have Deanna, who she does jump into our comments. That's as close as I've ever gotten to Jeremy. I have sent him stuff and to his channel to his email that multiple people have access to, and sometimes I'll get thanks. That is as close, and that's been a lot of these screenshots when I was just a casual watcher and I wasn't doing videos on any of the stuff, even the corruption. I really wasn't doing anything. I was laughing at it, and I found it hilarious that this woman was putting her mental illness on display. I'm not affiliated with Jeremy in any way, shape, or form. I don't want to be affiliated with Jeremy. I think what he does is great. What I do is great. We do separate things. But the next thing is they'll say, oh, and you saw it. Oh, you're just listening to Jeremy. No, I'm not. I am not. I'm listening to Jeremy. I'm listening to Madam Mayor. I'm listening to Travis. When I see Travis being harassed, but every time he's there doing his videos and they're turning the thing on, here's the thing. They could just ignore him. But as he pointed, they're constantly yelling over there. That was getting picked up. Travis isn't doing anything to her. But yet everybody's harassing her. Anyone who I'm harassing her in her mind right now just by talking about this. And it's like, no, we're not. Like, we're just talking about it. Stop giving us stuff to talk about. You don't want to be talked about? We're up to 240. All right, we're almost halfway to the goal. Thank you so much for all those of you who have signed. Wow, this is huge. Thank you so much. Here's the other thing. If any of you are out there and you're dealing with issues and you're being harassed, or if you're dealing with corruption, you can reach out to me. I've got the phone number down low, right there. You can call and ask us questions. If you call, you are consenting to it being played on the show, just FYI. But if you call and you don't want it, start it off with, I don't want this played on the show. So then I can actually, if we do it live, I can stop it. If you can email me, veterannation@protonmail.com. I do have that down below. So yeah, you can send me something and I'll start looking at the corruption in your area. This is what me and TC, what we do. I got on this case. TC's fighting the sheriffs up in Minnesota, that case. This is what we do. We're veterans. We don't like corruption. Travis needs to be live streaming YouTube already. That's I had people coming in calling me a grifter. I'm like, you do realize I don't personally benefit from this. Like the T-shirts that I sell. Oh, thank you for the super chat. And I saw we had a couple others. In fact, I got to go show them. Here we go. It's moving fast for me. Sorry. Thanks for keeping it real. You're one of the good ones. Yeah. Thank you. What? Oh. No. There we go. Turn that one off. Why are these? I have Song of Rain. Where is that one? Sorry, I'm looking for this chat that came up. I don't want it up there. I'm trying to take it off. Is this it? There we go. Why does that one keep coming up? Where is it? Yeah, and here's the other thing. Yeah, Marla, if you're indeed recording this, please remember not to edit anything out. Here's the thing. If you post it, this is all copyrighted. This is all copyrighted, this whole show. I even have a copyright statement on all of my platforms where it says all original media are copyrighted. So just FYI, you post it, you're going to get a copyright strike. Just letting you know. Now, if Stupid Dave was putting up... he was putting up some of my stuff, but they were just comments in the groups. Whatever, you can post those. Don't care. Obviously he needs content. And Facebook, I'm not going to go through Facebook groups for content. I only showed that Lynette screenshot because it was up. And here's the other thing: if you guys see this, send it to me because I will be doing copyright strikes. If you take my show. This is a nonprofit. The nonprofit owns this show. So if you post this, you are doing damage. We are going to have you with a copyright strike. You want to, if you see my comments in a Facebook group and you post those, I don't care. Yeah. Yep. So here's the thing. I'm not taking this down. So like, you don't need to record it. It's going to be up. I laugh about the two Lees. Are they still in here? Like, they are content farming. I really don't want to talk about Lynette and Michelle. Don't want to talk about them at all. But this lawsuit is what I came on to talk about. So she keeps doing things that are in the public sphere that we have to talk about. It's also against copyright to use an image without permission, like Harley on the GoFundMe. No, it is not. Okay, creative expression by Dion. That is not against copyright. If you want to try me, again, try me. It's not again fair use. You have to learn what fair use is. See how her picture is really small and it's only a fraction of the content? Fair use. Silence is the biggest enabler of the abuser. Yeah, well, yeah. Everyone, please go sign the petition. 251. So we're over halfway there. If we get over 500, I am doing a letter to the Attorney General. Any picture without watermark or copyright text is fair use. In the U.S., that's not exactly true. If you have done a copyright expression somewhere, then you reasonably should know that it's copyrighted. People that claim to live in nearby town haven't stepped foot on that property. No one has helped. Yeah. There's no one helping her. Yeah. She does all of her GoFundMes. No one's helping her. Like, I did laugh when they said that I donated. Whoever did that was hilarious. And again, I can take parody. I can absolutely take it. When people make fun of me, that's fine. Make fun of me. Fair use and dealing section. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, that's it's funny, because I love the what we call these people C lawyers saying, oh, here's what you can do, here's what you can't. Here's the thing, I'll say this: Bruce understands. From that discussion, I was very careful about what I was wording and how I was wording it. Again, I believe the child is in danger. That right there, it's a false report. No, it's not. I am in good faith making that report, and I figured they would not take my thing. I did it for a reason, to be able to take a copy of this stream, this petition. I'm sending it all to the Attorney General. Your comments are in this stream. They're going to see your guys' comments, and they're going to see, 1,000 people were watching that stream. 250 of those people went and signed the petition. This means he has an active following. How many of these people live in Florida? How many of these people are voters and can vote for the next Attorney General? That's what this all means. If I left you a voicemail, would you pop that up on your live stream right now? Go right ahead. I try to do the voicemails with my co-star. We do every Tuesday. We do a very structured show. Let's see. Has Larry done any new tweets? I'm taking a look. Oh, he's got a new commercial. I'll retweet that out. But yeah, Larry, as you can see, Larry's not scared of this lawsuit. This is ridiculous. Everyone, if you want to support us and what we do here at Veteran Nation, how we help veterans, go to veterannationfoundation.com. Oh, thank you for the $2. Show it. Why is this? Okay, there's a delay. I'm sorry. From DJ Radis. Thank you, DJ Radis. Go check out DJ Radis' channel. He's got some funny stuff, and he's paying the price for being a content creator. This lawsuit is just to silence people. That's all it is, just to silence people. But go to the petition. And see, this is actually Lynette's biggest fear, is this petition. She doesn't want to lose the child. This is her money maker right here. She doesn't want to lose the child. Well, guess what? When you start doing these false, fraudulent lawsuits, this is what happens. You bring more attention to yourself. You bring people on your property to exploit them. Yeah, guess what? More people are going to learn about it. Lynette has been posting pictures of Harley Grace since she was born. Where do you think we got this picture from? I get this picture from someone else who got it from her channel. She posted it. She made it public. For those of you, I saw that my Facebook page was put up. My Facebook is personal. I keep my Facebook personal. If you want to message me, you can, but I keep it personal. I'm not going to add you as a friend unless if I know you. Because I've got pictures of family and children in my family. I'm not going to splash their pictures all over. So that's the one social media I keep private like that. Now, if you Vet Nation Show on Instagram, follow me there. I post memes. I'm all over. Okay, I did get your voicemail. I do see it. Why is he involved in this? He has no jurisdiction. Good question. He just wants the fame. Wants to make a name for himself, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Breaking news about Otter Creek. One thing I like to know is Florida CPS stupid as hell. They're trying. A lot of people. I've talked about conspiracy theories. When people say the government's doing this, the government's doing that. I've worked for the government for many, many years. I was in the military, even while I was in the military, I worked for other sections of government. Whenever people say this, they're doing this, and it's a conspiracy, I generally don't believe it, because most times it's just they're stupid. 269 people. We're trying to get this up to 500. We got 1,000 people here, so we can get there. We can get there. So yeah, when people say, "Oh, this is a conspiracy," or they're doing this, a lot of times there's stupidity, and there are nefarious people in government. There are, and they will utilize that stupidity and weaponize it. Most people don't know. People like Amanda Martin, the victim's advocate. She took action because someone told her something. Guaranteed. She was dumb enough. She is stupid. She's stupid to act on someone else's behalf, and then her son was dumb enough to act on her behalf, and it got them in trouble, and it turned stuff onto them. That's how a lot of corruption happens. Like Russ the Sauce using Not for Mott. That. One person in government uses another person who's kind of ignorant to do their ends. This is how that happens. But the good thing with small towns like Otter Creek, by us bringing transparency, you see the changes we've already made. You see, we've got 269 people here. 269 people here. You see, we are going to make a change. Like this is getting attention. I'm on the way on the other side of the country. This is national attention. This is. We have Megan Fox writing national stories. This is going to get bigger and bigger, and it's blowing up. And it's because this, in my opinion, horrible legal strategy of we're going to file more stuff to try to silence people. It backfires. Today, I came on just to talk. I was gonna do a stream about Harley Grace later on today, but the stream, I started it because of, oh my God, there's a new lawsuit. This was breaking news. So I'll get back to work. I appreciate everyone who's prayed. Thank you so much, Deanna. We love you, and give our love to Jeremy and George. We love them, and we love Harley Grace, and we're going to do what we can to help this little girl. Everyone, please go sign this petition. Share this petition. Let people know. Someone take this petition and send it to the newspaper there in Levy County. Is it the Citizen? Send it to the local the news channels. Send it to them. Let them watch the live stream. Let them talk to Madam Mayor and Deanna about how bad the property smelled. That's how we do this. More and more attention. And Lynette's just bringing more attention. You saw it when the news came to talk about John. She immediately ran out. Her mental illness. She needs the attention. Let's give it to her. We're giving her the attention that she craves. Lynette, if you want on the show, I'll send you the link. I already had your attorney on. I will have you on. We can debate about it. We can talk about it. You have stuff to send me? Send it to me. As I'm looking, my email is empty. Nothing. They want their side heard, but I have proof that Bruce is representing. He did say that he wouldn't say it directly, but he did say that he was her legal representative, and that was good enough for me. Where do you sign the petition? I'll put it here again. I have it as a pinned comment, but I think we're having some issues. Max Lab, can you get that pinned for us if you're still in here? Please post the link there to sign the petition. Many of us who, right there you go. There you go, Connie. It's also, it is in several of the Facebook pages. It's also separately on my YouTube channel. If you go to my community tab, it's there. So yeah, I do need to put it out on Twitter. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, Real Veteran Nation, let me. Oh wait, no, I did put it out on Twitter. I did. Hold on. See, I need a better. I'm gonna retweet it on Twitter. There we go. So reposted. So it's up on Twitter. Reposted again. So we're at 281. We're getting there. DCF is also in charge of Medicaid, 2 years. I fought for my partner to get assistance. He was finally approved 2 weeks after he passed away. I am so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. It's just like, the best advice I got years ago by another veteran dealing with the VA was they will fight you tooth and nail, but if you don't give up and you don't die, you will get what you rate. You should get all that back pay for ever since you applied, in my opinion. I don't know if you can do that. For VA, you can. There are ways for the VA. How is Harley bringing educated? She's in a pre-K program. If not, why not? I don't think she is, but we'll see. Watch. That'll be the next thing. She'll start to go get her and put her in school. Everything that Lynette does is out of desperation. So, can we get this over? I want to end the stream, but I want to see if we can get this over 300. So we need 29 more, 19 more signatures. I'm an idiot. Can't do math. So can we get 19 more signatures? Can 19 of you go in and sign real quick? And I'll end this stream. And I'm sure we'll get 500 before the end of the day. We're looking pretty good. I just want to check and see if any of you guys are messaging me. Not there. Yeah, I can add you as another mod for the person who sent me the DM. I can. I would need your YouTube info. Okay. I gotta take more meds for my back so I can actually move around today. I tore a muscle in my back and it hurts something bad. Like, I'm fine sitting here right now. It's uncomfortable, and that's what sucks. Thank you, Max Lab, for posting it. This is the thing. Awesome, guys. Keep signing. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Appreciate it. So yeah, that is the. Yes, I will, Eric. I will be giving you a call. So Eric, he's a veteran. He's got some health issues. He's got a GoFundMe. He's trying to get a motorized scooter. If anyone knows of a motorized scooter that we can get for Eric, he's down in Texas, let me know, because we can use Veteran Nation and we can negotiate a price. And he's got his own GoFundMe, and I can take Veteran Nation funds because he's a veteran. We can try to help get that. But I'd like to negotiate a discounted price if anyone knows of a scooter. Eric, if you would, you can put your GoFundMe. You can always put it in the links here. I don't care. But yeah, we're helping veterans. Continuous amount of melatonin dose to a child. See, melatonin at the end of the day is what it is. It's a vitamin. I really don't have a big deal. I know a lot of people don't like that. I really don't have a problem. The thing is, her body, there's no way you can like OD over melatonin. It just, she'll pee it out. It's not right, but it's nothing really that I see as a big deal. Yeah, she was abusing them ever since Half Mill Time to Grill. I wasn't even really like, I watched Jeremy during the whole rabies thing up in Worcester, only because I know people in Worcester, and I thought that was interesting, and that's where I started following him. And then I kind of I would still watch his videos. I don't get into all the storage videos myself, and that's what he was doing. But then when he started talking about the corruption in Otter Creek, that's when I really started paying attention. Yeah, this is Eric's Give, Send, Go. So if you want to donate to Eric, he's a veteran, good guy. He's actually an ordained minister. You can donate to him. I'll pin that. Well, for what it shows, I can pin it. But yeah, please help Eric. But if you do have a motor scooter and would like to negotiate with me at a discounted price for Veteran Nation, we'll get that for Eric if we can. DJ Redis is in the room. DJ Redis, he makes some really funny stuff. He is absolutely, you haven't been served yet. So he's part of this frivolous lawsuit. Hopefully, this will be anti-SLAPP. So hopefully DJ Redis gets away with this with some money. Twitter account, please. My Twitter is at veteran_nation. In fact, I do believe I have it in the ticker down below here. I know I've got TC's, but I'm pretty sure I've got mine there too. When I say mine, he actually has access to it. It's just I'm the only one that really posts on it. So at Veteran Nation. The only one that I solely have sole access to is at Kitty Conspires. That's Conspiracy Kitty. He's running around here somewhere. That's his personal account, so I post his pictures. Have a hover around chair he can have for free. Okay, so veterannation at protonmail.com is my email. If you'd like to discuss that, and I can put you in contact with Eric. He is in the chat. And if Eric's a large man, so he does need something that can move him. Because he's been dealing with health issues for years. Much like how I had health issues that caused me weight gain, he's had the same thing. Okay, please post. So that's my @ name right there, at veteran_nation here. Let me show you what it looks like. Boom. There's profile. Okay. So source. Boom. Where is my Twitter? So this is what my Twitter looks like right here. That's my Twitter. Boom. So at veteran_nation. back. Wow. So what it ha I'm out here in the desert. It gets very hot out here, and we popped a breaker. Popped a breaker. So yeah, it's I'm gonna move this because I don't want my phone to die, because I have learned doing this show that when I use my phone, it takes up a lot of juice. So, but yeah, I should have my internet back here in a second, just as the router reboots. But yeah, it does happen. Nothing nefarious. Oh, you're watching from Sydney, Australia. Well, we're glad to have you. So I gotta wait for the internet before I find out what our signatures are up to. It was up to 310. So that's we're trying to get up to 500. I'm gonna turn the music off because on this it's really distracting. There we go. So yeah, that was really distracting. So yeah, we got up to 300. 300. So our goal, once I get up to 500, I will be 338. Okay, thank you for that. I will be doing a letter to the Attorney General and say, look, these are people who watched these live streams. The deputy was concerned. They're concerned. Stop putting this off. Stop putting this off. Like this county has corruption, and it needs people to come in and stop it. Shared it to some of the chats. Perfect. Thank you, Kim. We appreciate it. Bruce, why does Bruce blame everything for Lloyd and Wes that Jeremy controls people? Yeah, he doesn't. Jeremy doesn't control anyone. They reached out to him. 104 outside. It's going to be over 100 here. So yeah, it's warm, and that's the downside of this. Is the computer, everything takes a lot of power. It's a big draw. So yeah, it does. When it gets warm here, it does pop the breakers, but is what it is. Cornwall, UK. I'll write you down and I'll put you. I've got my my maps up there. Cornwall, UK. So you'll see when I add my little pins, you'll be in there. Sent you the picture of hover around. I did see that. I have a clue on my. For those looking for me, I have a clue on my YouTube community post. Yeah, check out DJ Radis's YouTube. He's got some funny stuff on there. Golden Valley, Arizona. Okay, Golden Valley. You're not too far from me. You're like 4 hours. 4 hours desert drive. In the 60s here. Yeah, it's going to be over 100 here. In fact, I'm hanging some awnings. That's why I do want to eventually. I do want to end the stream. Oh, it looks like my thing is back up. Let's see. 338. Okay, Newcastle, Australia. I've got. I might have you up there already. Australia, Northern California. It's 73 degrees. We're at like Truckee. Looks like state is paying her attorney. Right. Northeast Georgia, Adelaide. I do have Adelaide marked. Is that you? Or no, that was Linda Carter. U.S. So glad you're calling DHS or DCF. I've had some horrible encounters with them because of other kids. DCF loves to lie, and so be careful. They do have tricks. Well, I'm out in California, but I'm going to give them when I send to the Attorney General. I'm going to say, look, we've all seen the videos. They're not taking this seriously. Everyone needs to. Everyone, if you can call DCF, sign this petition, we will let them know we are paying attention. We are paying attention. We are concerned. Oh, there we go. Here, let me do this. You're going to see two versions of me. There we go. There we go. I don't want to knock down the kitty. Ooh, there we go. In Ohio, 61, where I'm at. What part of Ohio? I'm from Toledo. Texas, Florida, DCF sex from Uland, Texas. I'm going to try and keep up with all you guys, man. Love your shirt. Yeah, I slept in it last night. Kanye West just moved to my town, and people have been seeing him. He's got his cyber trucks. He's driving all around here, and I've got family visiting, so they're trying to see Kanye West. Andover, Andover, Ohio. Okay, I'll write that down. Well, we are now at 338 signatures, so we're over halfway to 500. Everyone, please keep signing it. Please keep going there. Share it. Philippines, yeah, please share it, because we're going to do what we can to save this little girl. So I am going to sign off of here because I do have to get to some stuff. But thank you, everyone who joined. Thank you to Bruce. I do appreciate Bruce being willing to come on camera and talk about this. But yeah, I think they're going about a horrible strategy. I did want to put up that. It's okay. I got the picture here. I'm pulling up of the hover round. I'll talk with Eric, but if he can use it, we'll be talking. Thank you for the $2. Living in Lynette's Head, Florida. It smells. That's the thing. This is now getting so big they can't cover it up anymore. It's so big. Well, folks, I'm going to be getting off here. Please like, share, subscribe, share this out. Tell everyone about it. Share the petition. Keep signing the petition. We're up to 345. We're only like 155 away, and we'll get this. We'll get this. Once we get over 500, I am writing to the Attorney General, and I'm going to say, these people have watched it. They have a problem. It's not just me. It's not just me. I called. You all should call as well. Flood them with calls. Because guess what? They're going to keep pushing back. But the more people that have attention on this, the more likely they are to do something. So we can absolutely get this done. And the other thing is, there's mandatory reporters watching this stuff who've already indicated, oh, I'm not going to call. It's like, you're a mandatory reporter, dude. You have no choice. So, okay, everyone, I'm going to be getting off here. Thank you. You can always go to veterannationfoundation.com, buy some of our merch if you're so inclined. A portion of that money stays with us to where we can use that to help veterans. If anyone has contact with Lloyd, we want to help Lloyd. We want to get him more VA disability money because he's earned it. And Tuckerman, Arkansas. Tucka. Okay, folks, I am going to get going. I will be around, but yeah, frivolous lawsuits abound. Thank you so much, everyone, for everything you're doing, and keep signing the petition. And keep calling DCF, call the Attorney General, make complaints. That's how we're gonna end all this stuff, by letting them know that there is an active group watching, and we've seen the. We have seen the videos, and we believe that is abusive. So thank you all. You all have a great day. And as usual, thank you for being worth serving.